Formula One makes its trip back to the Americas continent. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. The Canadian Grand Prix marks round 8 on the calendar before we go to Austria at the end of June. Back to back with the British Grand Prix getting closer and closer. Hungary, then Belgium take us into the summer break before the Netherlands and Italy now go back to back. Singapore and Japan again in September. Then it's Qatar and the United States with our sprint races before Mexico and Brazil, the last sprint of the year. Las Vegas now on the 18th of November, remember, and Abu Dhabi on the 26th to round us out in 2023. Max Verstappen is leading the Drivers' Championship on 170 points to Sergio Perez on 117. Fernando Alonso is on 99 with Lewis Hamilton on 87, George Russell on 65, Carlos Sainz 58, Charles Leclerc on 42, a bad couple of races for him. Lance Stroll on 35, 10 Claire Esteban Ocon on 25, Pierre Gasly rounds out the top 10 on 15. Lando Norris has 12 points to his name on 11th. Then we get Nico Hülkenberg 12th on 6. Oscar Piastri is next on 5. Valtteri Bottas has 4, the same as Zhou Guanyu. 2 apiece for Yuki Tsunoda and Kevin Magnussen. 1 for Alexander Albon. Still no points this season for Nick de Vries or Logan Sargent. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull lead the way on 287 points to now Mercedes in second on 152. Aston Martin have 134 with Ferrari now 4th on 100. Alpine are on 40 points, McLaren on 17. Haas have 8, the same as Alfa Romeo. AlphaTauri's on 2 and Williams have 1 point. Let's take a look around the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve here on the Ile Notre Dame in Montreal, Canada. 3 DRS zones, 2.710 miles as well. Flat out circuit with only 14 corners. My personal favourite on the calendar. Get the last corner right through the chicane, past the wall of champions, and then begin the lap. Keep the car pretty much dead centre to the track as well to allow yourself to groove in to a nice braking zone to the first corner. Hard to the left and double right as well. Down to second gear, control the exit speed, be careful not to lose it as you come down the hill. 3 and 4 chicane as well, drops down dramatically. You can take a lot of entry curb and get as close to the wall as you possibly can. Through the casino on the right hand side as well. Turns 6 and 7, my favourite of the track as well. You can get with so much speed through here as we approach the DRS zone of the track. Hurtling down towards turns 8 and 9. A fast, quick flick. This time, right to the left, down the way, 4th gear, back on the power. Again, brazen the wall, the exit, as you hurtle down towards the turn 11 and 12 complex as well. Heavy on the hairpin brakes for turn 11 as well. A little bit of a lock-up, always possible here, and it's a master of a corner in the wet. Through 11, then the King Cut 12, down the back straight away. This is the original start zone for the Canadian Grand Prix. Now it's your best opportunity to overtake as you hurtle down to 13 and 14. Past the chicane and the wall of champions once again. Clip the corner, ride the curb, get as close to the exit, then keep your car to the right-hand side of the track to get a quick exit time across the line. And that is a lap of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Did you miss me? We're back, live on JB Motorsports, the main channel. Finally, everything is back up. First of all, apologies for not showing Le Mans live. We did do it on JB Motorsports 2 and then premiered it here as well on the main JB Motorsports in what was, I think, a 2.5 hour delay. But we still did it. MotoGP causing all of the problems, but we are back. So, cross your fingers, cross your toes, that everything's going to be normal. But this is our best part of the weekend, because it literally took until 4 p.m. British Summer Time to get this live streaming back, and it took a long time to get it sorted. It was 8 a.m. Pacific Time is when we got back on. But we are here, and it is one of my favourite races of the year, with rain in the air as well. Welcome to the Canadian Grand Prix. And I'm not alone, because joining me in the commentary box for this opening session as well is Jess and Omi. Jess and Omi both did the Le Mans 24 Hours, but Jess, finally, I think we're all okay. We are back on the main channel. Nothing's having a problem. And let's just make sure that never happens again. The naughty people at Dorna can go take a bit of a running jump. Hello.
Hi, Josh. I have to say YouTube have been very nice about it as well. Gave some very good advice for us. So thank you to the guys and girls at YouTube. You've been amazing. But yeah, second race week in a row in Formula One that I won't be watching the entire race because I'm doing other things.
I don't know how many times I keep saying sorry for, but you're putting you on IndyCar. Sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. I get to lead a broadcast again. I can't wait.
That's true. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. But I get to enjoy the first 2 practice sessions and quali. So Canada's one of my favourite races as well. 2011, I think, stroked to mind as the one that I think it was either 2010 or 2011 when Jenson Button won the race after 6 stops, and I was just like, and he did a last lap overtake as well. It was just a brilliant race, and that's why I like Canada. Canada's one of the greatest, I have to say, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'll tell you what, my glasses are steaming up in this commentary box. It's so hot. The door's wide open, but this great big light that we've got on is causing some issues. Omi, good afternoon to you. Not missing a beat with everything. And once again, new mic for Formula One. For those of you who didn't watch the JB Motorsports coverage of Le Mans, you might not noticed. And those of you just joining us for Formula One, Omi's got a new mic, and it's a handheld.
Woo!
Hello, Omi.
Hello. Yes, I am very cool in my room for the first time. I have a working mouse for the first time. I have a working everything for the first time, to be honest. So it would have taken me hours actually to get in this Discord call, but no, it took seconds. I was able to shut F1 23 and just jump in here, which I was going to jump in anyway. But yeah. I have a brilliant fan behind me as well, so I've managed to get a new fan, which is far away, so you guys can't hear anything.
That's true.
Luckily, so yeah, and it's very far away, and it's good.
We can.
Okay.
Tell you what, though, I'm having to do a monster procedure with my hair. I haven't managed to have a haircut in the past 7 days, and it is now. I'm having a bad hair day where yesterday it was fine. Yesterday it was all like puffed up, had a bit of life and everything in it as well. It was fine, it was manageable. Today it's gone really long and flat because of the humidity level, so it's like it's quite difficult. Hopefully tomorrow will be fine. But we're all getting ready. Let's see what the chat's saying. I've just been getting the all the links ready and everything for our call in as well. Risk of rain for this session is 30%, as we're going to have expected rain throughout the weekend. There's a 60% chance affecting the main Grand Prix, higher chances of 80% affecting practice 2 and the qualifying session. So I'll tell you what though, Jess, we're going to be in for another crazy weekend. Could it be like we saw back in 2011, just a complete and utter chaos? I might come and join you for the IndyCar at the end as well.
Yeah, I know. It's probably. I think it's going to be raining all around. I think for quite a lot of people. I'm expecting thunderstorms where I am as well. We got a thunderstorm warning in our area, so we're going to have a sprinkle of rain too. But rains always bring fun and excitement. Apart from Belgium 2021, you just pretend that never happened. Let's hope we don't get a repeat of that. I kind of hope F1 gets delayed so I can watch the end of it.
Yeah, probably will.
Please have a red flag so I can watch the joking.
It probably will be red flagged, but you'll have Megan to contend with as well, who doesn't want a red flag, and to quote her, wants it to be as quickly as possible. The grandstand with Danny Ricciardo and Will Arnett, 6:55 on Sky F1 on the red button. Okay, we're all set then for first practice. Here it comes for the Canadian Grand Prix. We're all set then for the Canadian Grand Prix on the Ile Notre Dame to get underway. Hello everybody and welcome to the 2023 campaign to begin. It's round 9 of the season. No, it's not. It's round 8 of the season. I wish they'd changed those graphics. But we are on the Ile Notre Dame, a man-made island here. And fingers crossed, all the action is going to be spectacular. First race here was back in the 1970s. In fact, this weekend we celebrate the 52nd anniversary of this race as well, but also 50 years since the safety car was first ever invented. How much is Burt Mylander going to be out here this weekend in the Mercedes? Well, we've had a lot of safety cars. Record here, in fact, for the most safety cars deployed in one race. That stands at 9. Soft tyre compounds, it's the C5 soft, the C4 medium and the C3 compounds coming into play as well. And I don't know where, but I think I'm hearing Omi with BBC Radio commentary coming in the background. So I think, because I'm hearing it twice, I think Jess is hearing it twice as well to come into it. I can't turn the fader up as well because otherwise we'll get thingied from them. Yeah, I'm hearing Alex Jakes in my ears. So I know why I'm hearing Alex Jakes. Hang on. I think it's my fault because someone's left the voice on in the calls and we can't get it on. So that's an issue. So we can't say good morning to Jess. We can't say good morning to Omi because the systems have failed up here in the comms box. So while I try and get those sorted. The debates we're going to have. Let's hear then from Crofty alongside Jameson Button and Crew Chunnock.
A year's worth of racing during the course of one race, but
well, it's because I had to spend the 4.5 hours with you in the commentary box.
You're lucky you. Lucky man, eh? Lucky man.
He got hungry. We had to get sandwiches from Martin in the other commentary box upstairs halfway through.
Way past my tea time it was. But we get races like that.
We did, and it was sensational. I mean, it was we're still talking about it, aren't we? It's a dozen years later, we're still talking about it. So that says it all.
Well, I think, I said after the race that, even if I didn't win this race, it would have been awesome because it was just...
But Williams...
Yeah, it really would have been a great session as well, which I'm trying to get the coverage up. Well, there's always something wrong, isn't there? Thanks as well to everyone going funny. Anyway, the pit lane's going to go green soon. So we're going to get the green flag going. I'm just trying to get it sorted because we can't access the data we need to up here in the commentary box because the thing I need to click is being covered up. So it's really actually quite annoying. No, I can't get hold of it. Anyway, green light is on, so I'm going to have to stretch it out as well and make sure the track map... Oh, no, it still does it. Green light's on the end of the pit lane. Let's go to button 8, shall we? Which shows us TweetDeck and get some information coming in and just really hate Google Chrome coming into it as well. Right, Jess, hello. Good afternoon. My God, we're having a right nightmare on our return, aren't we? Hello.
Hello. I think the excuse is probably it's quite hot as well in the UK, so there's quite a lot of systems being thrown around. But yeah, I think the last race we had, Spanish Grand Prix, absolute cracker. I really enjoyed that one. I watched it back in the highlights, and Max Verstappen looking quick. Mercedes, are they back? Well, we'll find out in Canada. Lewis Hamilton, I saw on Twitter, was looking very confident going into this weekend's Grand Prix, and I think maybe, hopefully, the side pods that they put on, probably they should have had on at the beginning of the season, but there we go.
We're getting ready for the green light. Let's go on to Ted.
Going to get through at Red Bull. So both Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen just want to get on with it. They've got, when you'll see on the cars, when they actually go out and you see them on track, a very unusual aero rake that comes out just above the cameras on either side of the engine airbox.
Yeah.
So it's quite unusual, and it looks like it's measuring the airflow either off the mirrors, which of course are themselves sort of aerodynamic wings. They double up as mirrors very usefully, or it's to measure the airflow, to chart the airflow coming off the halo. So I think they want to get out, test that, and then get back, and then get those aero rakes off and actually get into the test program. But
yeah, there's going to be so much about test programs coming into this one as well throughout the week, and there's a load of updates that have come to this event as well, really been starting to chastise the development. And of course, we come here, Jess, with parallels to 2011, where we saw Sebastian Vettel dominate the early part of the year, but it was here where he proved he was human, of course, Vettel, where he had an accident. And JB took the position. So are we in for a similar run of the weekend mill here, where it's going to be all about Vettel to the last second?
I know Verstappen's looking quite quick anyway, but I really do hope the McLarens do well, because obviously what car was Jenson Button in 2011 when he won the Canadian Grand Prix? McLaren. And there's a British driver in McLaren, and what is that? Lando Norris. Could Lando Norris get his first win? Well,
Hey.
I don't know.
Do you want to go one further? In 2011, Jenson Button was car number 4. Lando Norris is car number 4.
Car number 4. Oh my God, we made up a stats.
Hey,
If Crofty says that on air, then we said it first. So
you know nowhere to go, who to hunt down on that one. And I suppose Omi as well, Canada. It's one of my favourite races as well. It's on a man-made island. It's a unique circuit. It's a street course, but it's a permanent road course. It's such a confusing situation, and it is so much fun to drive. It is one of my favourites. You were playing F1 23 that got launched today. I know, Jess, you're part of the EA Creator Network. You've had early access to it as well. And PSGL have had some of their races last night. So let's get your thoughts on it first, Omi. What are you making of F1 23?
Well, I've only done 2 races because I was basically down preloading and then doing some random stuff on it. So yeah, Gasly quickly.
I lost the drive shaft. You know what to do? No gears.
No.
If he's lost the drive shaft, he's got to stop immediately, and that could cause a red flag. So
he's got to go in the pits.
Yeah.
He's got to go in the pits, surely.
Yellow flag,
Yellow
flag in sector 8. So I think he has come to a stop. So this might be a red flag immediately. Look, they're holding the greens out, but this could be a stopper already. I'm looking at sector 8, and it's in. Could be. I'm not actually seeing anything. DRS has been disabled in zone number 1. So yeah, there he is. Gasly's come to a stop. Now this could be a red flag, or I would say virtual safety car, because there's a nice little entrance just along there, so they don't need to stop this session. They could put it under virtual safety car and wheel him in. It's a big enough part of the track, it's not blind. Double yellow now, sector 8, with a local yellow in sector 7. So that now we're going to enter our speed limit procedure, an effective slow zone, which was the rule back at the Monaco and Spanish Grand Prix. So double yellows are out. Should all be good. Just having a look, that car's still stuck. If it can't if he's lost drive shaft, that car needs to go back. So it's either a red flag or a virtual safety car. But they've got to make their minds up. I think as well, Jess, we're seeing. Oh, sorry, I know you're busy. We're seeing quite a lot of work done at Esteban Ocon as well. Is that Ted?
6th place grid.
No, we're not. But they're taking their time, aren't they, to decide what they're doing? If it's a red, yellow, or virtual, they're messing around a bit too much, am I liking?
Are you sure Jenson Button was car 4 in 2011?
Yeah, car 4, Jenson Button.
Oh yeah, he was. I just went to Wikipedia.
Yeah. I've got a massive stat on that one as well.
Oh, team radio from Gasly.
Engage gear again.
Red flag.
Can we try to pull the right-hand clutch and release it again?
So it's a
Red flag's out. Session stopped. So Ocon's having problems. He's got a floor on and floor off actually. Gasly's come to a full stop, and there's the red flag to bring a stop to this session with only 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and this is what happened on board with him.
So, of this session we had.
Thank you,
have
Jess.
4 minutes already started.
It just went coming out of turn 7. To be fair, he's done a great job. He's coasted all the way down towards the turn 8, but with no drive shaft, it's going to be incredibly difficult, isn't it, Omi? Sorry, Omi, we interrupted you mid-swing. What have you found?
Go on, Omi.
Yeah, what do you like about F1 23? You've only done 2 laps of it so far.
Well, it's not your fault, it's Gasly's fault, so thank you, Gasly. Anyway, yeah, actually, if you want to say, it's actually Alpine's fault, but yeah. Anyway, back onto F1 23 very quickly. I was only able to do Qatar and Las Vegas, and then I've really just gone into a multiplayer lobby to try and spectate, because I just really wanted to see how that is, and then sorting out my graphics. I'm gonna see if I can stream F1 23 later on, and there's basically still a lot for me to try out and sort out. I've just done 2 5-lap races and spectated and commentated on a 35% race.
Let's get a word then from Otmar Safna. He's on the team principal wall.
I don't know cause, but it looks like the clutch disengaged and we can't get it engaged again. But
which is not.
Hopefully, when we get it back, it won't be a big issue to fix.
Yeah, can you get the car back before the end of the session?
Yeah, if we can get the car back, we'll. I think it'll be a quick fix.
But Otmar, we see they're trying to recover it to a gap on the inside of turn 8, which is the exact opposite side of the lake, basically, the opposite side of the pits. Is there a way to get the car across to the pit lane for you to get back out in this session, you think?
If there is, it would be very helpful because, like I say, I think it'll be a quick fix.
Yeah, you've got. I think there are a couple of low loaders down there. Where you can get back. It's one of those troubles, isn't it, Otmar? With a temporary track, it's not always easy to recover vehicles and to get them back to the garages as soon as possible. If this was Spain last week, last race, for instance, you wouldn't have any issue at all.
Yeah, sorry, Crofty, there's 1,000 people talking in my ear. I didn't hear all that.
I know, apologies. What about Esteban Ocon? What was going on with his car?
Esteban had a bit of a unusual current draw, so we just looked into it, make sure it was okay before he goes out.
Okay, Otmar, thank you. We'll come back.
Otmar Safna there as well. Let's take a look then at our returning feature. Finally, we've got it back of the YouTube chat, which we've got operational, so we can take a look at things. I've got a feeling they're going to go to an ad break, though, if that's the case. If that's the case, we've got Gasly's car on standby. On the chat then, where are we? Let's go right from the beginning. Dissimulate says, hello all, ready for the start of the Canadian Grand Prix weekend? Now we are, but we've only been ready for 2 hours since we've got our live stream capability back. Is that Gasly? No, I think we're going to go for an ad break though. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. Dio Nat says, let's do it. I think we are going to see a really... I think we're going to really see if the Mercedes changes have paid off. Max downforce coming in as well through all them chicanes, we hope. Don't forget the rodents. Yep, Groundhog Day is playing off. Here's Gasly's video.
7.
Okay, Nate, sorry. Can you switch the car to P0, please? So P1, then P0. Sorry, we can't get this back.
And then Adam says, hi friends, have a blessed weekend. See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Adam. Practice 3 qualifying in the race for Adam. Jess, come on now. Everyone commitment seriously coming into question now as well to come in. I'm not sure what was going on there as we're just taking a look at sort of everything. What was that question about? What were you on about? Were you talking something?
Because I'm doing IndyCar on Sunday.
Oh,
so
I see,
that's probably what that was referring. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. But
And Dissimulate says, honestly, it's better rain this weekend, all the wildfire smoke. Yep. Dina says, yeah, Jess should wear her red shirt for the red flag team. You've got that Williams shirt. Yes, I just saw it.
We've had a red flag, so you're welcome.
I'm just taking a look. Did anybody say that about Dion as well? Tweet done. Josh T's arrived in the box. So we'll send him. Are we sending? Should we have a swap around? Is Josh coming up? And Omi going?
Yeah.
Let's swap Omi and Josh T around. He's now back. So
If he's awake, let's wait. Hi Josh. Hi Josh. Hi Josh.
What time did FP1 start by?
We could barely hear you.
10 minutes ago, and we got a red flag.
Why have we got a red flag?
Gasly stopped.
Gasly, drive shaft issue.
Can anyone else barely hear Josh, or is that just me?
I can hear Josh.
Oh, it's me. He's on 50% volume. Wonder what that is. Hi, Josh. You all right?
Yeah, I had 7 PM on my mind.
Oh, I see.
And after with the absolute brilliant mess of Ass's day 1 evening session cricket commentary.
Yeah, what happened with that?
How'd that go?
Let's just say don't watch it back. Anyway, moving on.
Yes. Are we swapping over?
Swap.
You can tell us afterwards. Yeah, we are swapping over.
I eagerly want to get back to F123.
Go.
To be fair, you haven't missed much, Josh, with the red flag coming out. Wonderful new feature, by the way. Basically, what I've done over the past, 5 days since Le Mans,
You've shouted at YouTube.
Yes, I've shouted
stuff.
at YouTube. I've shouted at other people as well.
Yes.
What I've basically done is, it's rather clever. I've thought of ways to not get copyrighted again for things that we don't do anyway. But you know that I don't know why.
And even YouTube suggested some stuff.
Yes, that's why you might see our titles aren't no longer like Grand Prix Live or anything like that. They're all watch-alongs at the end of it, because then they don't take them down if it's scheduled as watch-along. Just a little thing. So that's what's happening there. But
Do you want to say my opinion on F123? Because I've had it for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now.
Josh, can we quickly swap though?
Yes.
No, the cameras are off. You're good.
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
you can. Josh T, when you already swap cameras back on.
I really like the F123 game. I think the traction's a lot better. It's just more enjoyable to drive. It catches spins more. The tracks are good. I like guitar. They have some good features on it as well. It's just generally a really nice game, and I've done so many hours on it so far. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's good.
Can I ask how
I can finally say it on the stream.
How long did it take you to become part of the Creator Network, by the way?
Well, it took me like, I messaged them like, I don't know. When someone said they were taking applications, I didn't hear back from them for another year and a half, and then they forgot about me, and then they realized, you, and then they accepted me. So yeah, it's just they forgot to accept me, which is fair enough.
Let's hope, because I applied, and I'm really hopeful that they, give me it quite quickly. Let's have a look at Zhou Guanyu.
But it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
The grounding and the floor, man. I'm like, really stiff. I'm feeling every bump on the track.
Zhou Guanyu is stiff at this track. Oh dear. As they come through down the back half of the rowing lake, which I believe, is it today or tomorrow? When is it? The annual boat race that we have here. When is it? I don't know. Now, this is interesting. The session was scheduled to restart around about 2 minutes ago, but they've delayed that, and now the Mercedes have got special permission to go get their cars from the fast lane because they're overheating. So, very bizarre to see the W14s of Hamilton and Russell just up there. And there's Ron Meadows, the sporting director at Mercedes as well. But yeah, that was quite bizarre. Hello, Josh T. Welcome back up to the box. Fresh cut as well, I see. I wish I had one. I look ridiculous. I'm looking like Noel Edmonds' cousin right now, coming into this one. Long beard and long hair as well. Couldn't deal with the beard because we haven't got a trimmer yet. And the hair, well, my hairdresser's not responding, which is weird. But hello. How are you?
Hello. And yes, dearie Nat, you are seeing it right. It is a McLaren shirt before you
very nice.
Before you say anything. Yep, doing good. Just finished the first week of school. Brought home 3 certificates today, so all good.
Fantastic.
Go, Josh.
And of course, this is Josh won't be in the race day because he's off to Brands Hatch as well, so that's great.
Yes.
And
I'm going. Bye.
For American Speed Fest.
Yes, which if this was the American Grand Prix, it would kind of make sense.
Yeah, but it's Canada. Don't worry, we've got Super Sub. Joining me in the commentary box for the race, it's Omi, Adam and Megan. Joining Jess is either going to be Tom or it's going to be somebody else in the comms team that we've got to throw in, or the USRN guys.
Or someone from USRN, yeah.
Yeah, we'll find that. We'll figure that out. If not, then we might just have to ask Jess very kindly to stream some bits and let USRN take the commentary. I don't know how that's going to work. I'll find out. But I hope Jess can do some comms.
I would like to do some comms, yeah.
I want you to do some comms. By the way, how it's going to work this weekend with IndyCar is that we don't have the driver tracker, apart from qualifying, but you're going to have the next best thing, because what I'm going to do with Jess's screen is like, we're going to have the battle screen and then our 2 cameras on the monitor. So we're going to have the full timings and then me and Jess right next to it as well. That will be on Sunday, where Jess is very kindly streaming the whole event while I provide the pictures. Megan will be in this commentary box with this microphone, and Megan is hosting, and she is hosting qualifying and the Grand Prix tomorrow. Look, this is the weather forecast, guys, for this afternoon. Look at that. PM, storm, Saturday, rain. Sunday, rain. It is just rain, 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 rain. So then, I think, Jess, this is good. You might get your wish. And I tell you what, I might...
I might get to watch the end of F1.
I might come into the box with you. If what I'm hoping for secretly is what we had in Singapore, where the entire start procedure gets delayed, and then I can finish up IndyCar with you. You can obviously have the lead at the end, and all that little bit, because that's yours. But I can stay with you and then come in and do Formula 1 later, and not have to do this chopping and changing between commentary box that I'm going to have to do. It's going to be fun, though. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to IndyCar now. I hope I get to commentate.
Oh, you will. You will.
I really do.
I will find you a commentary partner.
Woo.
Might give Ian Birch a microphone. That might be something.
Come on, when's the red flag going to end? Come on, we're getting bored.
I don't know what is causing this delay. I'm not seeing anything on social media. Let's take a look at our battle screen, actually, which is our social channel, which has the tweet deck and the YouTube chat. Hello, everybody in the chat, by the way, watching on. Wish F2 was here, would be awesome. Coffee Dixon as well says, the footy, can we race this here? It can. I'm not seeing any reason as to why we're having this delay. We'll have to wait till Austria.
Have you looked at the T-feed? Have you looked at the T-feed chat?
I haven't got that enabled, so if anyone else can see that.
I will check right now. I'll go on to T-feed if it'll let me log in.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything of that. But yeah, I'll tell you what, Jess, those browser sources, Jess and Josh, the two who showed me about the browser sources, coming in absolutely handy now to have better coverage in this series. But come on, a 20-minute red flag period for a car on track. This is ridiculous. This is reminding me a bit of the race back at Zandvoort in 2021, where after a 4-hour red flag period of absolutely nothing at Spa, we had 20 minutes of the session, maybe even 30, taken up by a car on the track. We've no idea what's taking us so long.
And the car's like back in the pits. I just don't get it.
I mean, is that what they're waiting for? It's not usually the standard procedure. I don't
think there's any debris.
Yeah. We're not seeing anything on our monitors. The red flag is still out.
Let me go on Twitter.
We've got the tweet deck and can't see anything. What about, if you can, it's brilliant. No international.
Earlier on,
yeah.
Earlier on, I don't think it affects it now. Earlier on, there was a power cut in the pit lane.
Oh, has it fried the systems, I wonder?
Maybe, and it said all power in the garages were off, and it may delay FP1.
So, you're thinking we've had another power cut?
Maybe.
Look at that, Max
I don't
Verstappen.
know.
Max Verstappen, his next victory will equal Ayrton Senna's at 41. That is it's a scary thought.
Is that the same? I think it was the same. Canadian Grand Prix was the same race. Hamilton broke that record, or was that Poles?
No, you're right. It was here. Yeah, 41 was here. Yeah.
Even though I don't want Verstappen to win, that will be great though to have that record.
I'll tell you what. The way we've been talking about it, the way the weather's predicting, Verstappen won't win this race. I've got to think it's either going to be a Mercedes or it's going to be a certain Spaniard called Fernando Alonso.
Or Norris. Joking.
There's an 18.
I tweeted it.
Yeah,
I tweeted it. The stat.
Oh, I thought so.
If anyone nicks it, I'll sue him. Joking.
There's an 18-year-old woman that's going to be in this commentary box on Sunday that is going to be wearing this very headset I'm holding in my hands, who, if Fernando Alonso wins, is going to absolutely lose it. I can see Ted Kravitz. Hello, Ted.
Is she leading the whole of qualifying, Josh?
No, she's just hosting. I'm doing the commentary. It's just that it's easier to get from point A to point B.
Oh, so she's starting it, but then you're...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Basically, she's just hosting, like a bit like what Natalie's doing this weekend. Groundhogs! Is that what the delay's for?
Is that why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 groundhogs on the track.
It's Groundhog Day.
The red flag is due to a power cut. That's what. And that explains why everyone's feed has gone down. We've just been told. Yeah, MoneyGram and Dio Nat said it, as has Dissimulate. Dissimulate says it first. We've been told there's a communication system issue affecting the circuit, which means this red flag is taking longer due to safety issue concerns. So the red flag is out due to a power cut.
I was right.
Well done, everyone. Clap, clap, clap.
And there's Gasly's car. Well, Gasly's car could have been returned to the paddock by now.
Dear Nat says his prediction: Lance Stroll could win. What do you think about that?
That could be an option, yeah. So I was just reading something. Chris Maitland.
If Lance Stroll was to win, I would.
There's Gary the Groundhog.
I would move my mouse left to right if Lance Stroll was to win.
I'm not sure who's going to win. I'm just hoping it's going to be interesting. Well, our first live stream back on JB Motorsports since getting an unfair copyright ban. The medical car's gone out. Why? The session restart is delayed due to issues with the local CCTV infrastructure around the circuit. The local organisers are working to resolve the issue, and until that time, we can't restart for safety reasons. That is from Chris Maitland, and I have retweeted it now, and that's on my @JoshuaBirch99, which we.
I found one tweet from Claire that said exactly the same thing.
So the session is suspended. There's Fernando Alonso, broke the record for the longest interval between front row starts in Montreal last year, 9 years, 332 days. Megan wasn't in the Canadian Grand Prix last year for reasons I can't remember. But she is here this weekend as well. In fact, that was the last year's race was the first time Josh went up from the pit lane to the commentary box, the co-com box.
Oh, yeah.
Because no one else turned up.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be me, you, and Ian Birch. But Dad never turned up. I later found out because there was a medical issue. Megan was here. Oh. Megan walked into the commentary box when the lights were going out. And I thought, oh, she's staying. And then disappeared after turn 2. I think she told me about the medical issue. So that's why I was standing in the commentary box on my own for like 20 minutes talking with Josh. And then we just decided, okay, let's run with this. And then in Hungary, it was supposed to be me, Josh, and Matthew Owens. But Matthew Owens had a problem, so he dropped out. And now we've pretty much got the whole team that there's always 3 cameras on for every session we do. It's very rare we have a 2-cam setup, which happened in Monaco because Ian Birch was here. But that's the third commentator. So
and it happened at the end of Azerbaijan as well.
That is true, between you and Josh T. Yeah. He's right there. So, if you've tuned in for the first time since last Friday, when we broadcasted MotoGP Practice 2 that got us blocked for no reason whatsoever, thank you very much for that, Donna. Welcome back. We're under a red flag.
Oh, I found a possible rumour.
Oh, go on.
It's about WEC.
Oh, yes, go on.
Fernando Alonso is in negotiations with Ferrari to race the 24 Hours in Le Mans in the hypercar category for 24 or 25. The Spaniard wants to win the prestigious endurance race again.
Oh. Yeah.
Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc teammates possibility?
I'll tell you
Don't
what.
forget it's 3 drivers.
I'll tell you one
I
thing.
know.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. Sorry to take the question there, but I'm looking on everything here up in the commentary box in terms of TV pictures, and nothing is working. The whole thing's gone down. So FOM are having issues too. Continue, Jess. Go on, sorry.
There's going to be groundhog memes now.
We're not going to get running, are we? This is going to get wiped out. This is how the weekend's going to go. Go on, Jess.
No, carry on.
I'd finished. I said this is how the weekend's going to go. Delayed.
Typical, because I'm only going to be doing qualifying at this rate with the action.
That is true, yeah. Although I hope you're coming back into the combo. Actually, no, because the scheduled finish time is the same, isn't it? Go on, Josh.
Haas F1 team have said on Twitter, we've been told there is a communication system issue, so even Haas have said
they got
that's
an F123 advertisement.
I am so hopeful. I'm so hopeful that I'm part of the EA Creator Network, because so far I haven't got it yet because the YouTube money from last month hasn't come in yet, so I can't afford to buy the. Oh, coverage.
Take part in my giveaway tomorrow.
All right. How do I do that? could be.
Well,
I'll have to do George's
you have to
as
find
well.
out. You have to find out tomorrow.
That's fine. I'll do.
I haven't thought it. I haven't thought it yet. I got given another code to give out.
Oh, that's very kind of EA Sports. See, I'm hoping I become part of the EA Crate Network because I think that'd be a fantastic way to get everyone here on YouTube involved as well with codes like that and everything as well. So, come on, EA. I'd love to be a partner with you. And I can even put. I know we're not. It's only for like F1 games, is what Jess was on about with the EA Creator Network thing. But I would happily put your logo on this stream somewhere. I would put it on. I would every single time, and I'd happily say all the time throughout everything, and use the hashtag ad and everything as well. Happily do that.
You have to do it. If you're using if you got a game gifted by a company, you have to do hashtag ad.
I'm on about doing
it all the time.
I'm on about doing it all the time. I'll do it all the time. I'll be
no, you don't have
happy.
to. You don't have to do it for watch-alongs. You don't have to do it for watch-alongs. It's only if you're using game footage.
I was gonna say because I'd happily put their logo on all the time during our streams. As well.
Yeah. You could do that. Yeah. You could do that, but you don't need to put the hashtag ad unless you're actually using footage from your gifted copy.
What about the lap attacks though? Would that be for that part? It's a bit risky, isn't it?
If you get accepted, speak to the contact.
That's
how we. So I don't have a clue. Anyway.
I really hope.
I'm talking about.
I'd love it. But I'm just happy that we're back, to be fair. It's been I was nervous actually coming back on because I was worried something was going to happen, but now we're into it. I'm very much relaxed. Let's check the chat then because we've got things coming in as well. December says, Gasly's car still on the far side of the lake. DA Nat says, carefully, I'm going to hold you to it. You said, move your mouse from left to right because that's a real possibility that he wins. Eat a straw hat or do a live stream to your YouTube channel while speaking German. I don't think I can speak German. My older sister did German, but I'm not sure she can actually do that. She found out the baby's gender today. My older sister, Kellyanne, she found out the baby's gender at her 5-month scan. And we won't know it yet until Sunday morning because she has written it in a card for Father's Day. She's put granddad for Dad, Ian Birch. And the gender's in there. And we don't know until then.
Father's Day. I was meant to go out earlier and get a card.
Well, that's triggered Jess to remember that it's Father's Day.
I've got his gift, but I haven't got a card. So guess what I'm doing tomorrow before my commentary start?
Well, thank you, Kellyanne, for reminding Jess about that. But yes.
Thank you, because I need to get a card.
Yeah, so we will all find out the gender of their baby on Sunday morning inside that card. But Dad reads it first, which is fine because Kellyanne on my birthday told me she was pregnant and showed me a picture of the scan. And on Father's Day, she's going to reveal the baby's gender as well. So it's all fun.
Aww.
So I know if I'll be an uncle to either a niece or a nephew. I've already got a nephew. The session restart has been delayed due to issues with the local CCTV. The local organisers are working to resolve the issue, and until that time, we can't restart for safety reasons.
So we already said that, so we beat you to it, my friend.
That's efficient, yeah. Don't they use a drivetrain? I mean, Gasly isn't even back in the pits yet to change the drive shaft. Drivetrain. No, it's drive shaft that's failed, according to him. The grandstand.
Drive shaft.
Yeah.
The same issue Max Verstappen had in Saudi Arabia.
I'm really annoyed now because the grandstand with Danny Ricciardo and Will Arnett is going to be on the red button. And I really, really, really want to see that. But I'm not going to be able to see it live because we're going to be watching the main pictures doing our watch-along. So, might have to really convince Ian Birch to press the red button instead. They are bringing Gasly's car back to the pit lane. That is a smart decision, I think, Jess and Josh, because we've got a delay. You may as well bring it back to let the car go out again.
Yeah, definitely. Good idea there.
We have been under a red flag now for 25 minutes. Well, this is just... It's been red flag.
I'll join you in the pits later on. I can't just do this session today with nothing happening.
Come in the pit lane, that'll be fine. I think it's Richie and Omi?
Yeah, Richie and Omi, because obviously Josh and me did doing F1, so.
Omi, if you're near a microphone right now, how's F1 2023 going for you?
How's your multiplayer experience going?
Probably
can you hear me?
We can.
Oh. Okay. Right. Well, I'm trying to pull the red flags here.
Not more red
All
flags.
red flags are broken.
Ah.
Yeah, but still trying to call them anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, they're broken. You lose so many positions from it. Don't do it. Apparently there's a fix coming, but
That's good.
it's in. They found a fix internally, but it's just waiting for a patch to come out, and we don't know when the patch is coming out. So
Probably in the next few days, something after the weekend. That's probably how it usually
yeah,
works.
we don't know, but that's going to be in one of the patches, the red flag fix.
Tell you what, Jess, I'm going to have a little. I'm going to message you something later on as well about questions about the EA network, but I don't want to say them on stream. So I'll message you later. But, yes, what have you got for us, Josh?
Since 2015, there has only been one occasion that the fastest driver in FP1 at the Canadian Grand Prix has not gone on to win the race. That was Verstappen, third in 2018.
Yes.
Who's first right now? Valtteri Bottas.
When was the last time Bottas topped FP1?
That's beyond me.
Must be back in his Mercedes days.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on, let me have a look.
Well, Latifi topped Hungary last year or the year before, didn't he? I mean, that was bizarre.
Who's...
Spanish Grand Prix 2021, I think.
Who
Or was it Portimao?
Who's Latifi? I only know Goat Tifi.
Yeah, I only know Goatifi as well. I've never heard of that Latifi guy.
Latifi was a Canadian who thought he was a Formula 1 driver.
It was either Spain or Portugal, but I don't know which one came before.
Well, it's one continent.
It's definitely one of those two tracks. I'm just Googling it right now.
So red flag's been out now. Let's go down to the pit lane. Is it Ted?
Received by the Alpine mechanics,
Yes.
but I haven't really known a stoppage like
No
this
music, Ted.
for quite some time.
Australia.
There's a couple of things
GPS
here.
went down.
We are going to more and more temporary tracks in Formula One these days, and that, in itself could be a very good thing. So
Oh, they're playing music. I don't want to get thingied. Get it off. Oh,
Switch it off, my friend.
There we go.
We don't want a copyright ban.
Maybe extra provisions by the organisers need.
Well,
But I'm also
TV pictures are being
Turn
interviewed
it
now.
At the end of
Yeah.
Turn it off.
I've muted it. That's really annoying. The TV pictures have gone down. You get this too? Oh, they've turned it off.
Mine are fine.
Right, mine was glitching. Right, we've got it back. Let's go back to Crofty.
That's it. And that's between 3 and 3:30 local time. Now, why can't that be moved by half an hour? The clock stopped for this F1 practice session and actually give us a little bit more time on track, because there's not a lot of other track activity.
There isn't.
Is it something to do with the gap between sessions? Between FP1 and FP2, but I suppose there's no reason why that gap can't be reduced.
If we shunted it by half an hour, we'd still have a good 2-hour gap.
Yeah, which is
You
what we
tell
have
him,
tomorrow.
Crofty.
Which is more
I
than
know the
acceptable.
reason.
I would like to see at the moment.
I'm going to mute it for a second. I'll keep it on. But the reason is because there has to be 18 hours between practice 2 and practice 3 by law of the rules.
Revert back to getting a practice session done just a little bit later, because otherwise
Later
teams
on's gonna be
are
washed out
losing
too.
on their track time. Drivers are losing out on their
Yeah,
track time.
it's
And
going to
more
be red flag
importantly,
probably due to too
fans
much
both
rain.
here at the track
Well, today's
and
could be
around the
fun,
world
eh?
watching are missing out on seeing what they want, and that's F1 action. This is not a good look for F1 to come to a pretty packed Montreal today and serve up no action on
It's
the track
almost a full
because the
grandstand.
CCTV's not working
Yeah.
properly.
I bet the F1600s run without cameras.
Right.
Well,
Wow,
I bet they do for the
Jensen.
rest of the year, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let's just
Ted's
go down
got
to
more
you.
news.
I
Finally,
see
Ted.
our eagle-eyed cameraman, the Marine, is there outside Gazzy's car.
Well, he is, because
Ginger Pete.
I'm never one to miss an opportunity, Crofty. And Alpine do have some upgrades, so let's do the Alpine upgrades. Let's start on the rear wing, and it's a new rear wing. There's a new end plate design. So you see where the E or even the A of Alpine is. If you look further out towards the end of the end plate, it's sort of a slightly more reprofiled cutout there. We've also, I don't know if you can see it, there's a thicker pylon. So the end plate cutout is new. That gives it more efficiency. And there's a thicker pylon in the middle of that rear wing as well. That's new. There's a new rear suspension as well. And at the front of the car, there are new front brake ducts, which improve the cooling for less area of an actual duct, which gets in the way of the aerodynamics. And there you go. Look, you can see the FlowViz paint was on the new brake duct. Can you see that on the other side? If I just ask the ex-Marine cameraman to run a bit quicker, and then you can see the front brake duct on the right-hand side. So a smaller opening. He's doing all the running, Crofty, I'm not. A smaller opening for more cooling. So that's a real, that's the golden ticket for these aerodynamicists, to get better brake cooling, but not have to put a huge brake duct to the front of it that will disturb the aerodynamics. So yeah, a nice package of upgrades there for Alpine. Well done.
I am so disappointed in you, Ted Kravitz, because not only are you not running, but our wonderful cameraman Lee was not only running by the side of the car, but he was holding the camera with one hand while he was jogging and keeping up with it. And there's you. I can see you right down below me.
I'm sort of sauntering.
Yeah, the comment box is just below the grandstand.
You can't put down the cameraman. You can't put down the camera and then run. That wouldn't be any use to anybody. Anyway, well done, camera one. Excellent. Good job.
That's Lee.
You have a little chat, and then we'll do the Williams upgrades as well, because there are a lot.
All right, cheers, Ted. Yeah, that's Lee, isn't it, as well? Who's on camera one? Red flag.
Dear.
Yeah, well, 23 minutes ago, we're going to have nothing here. Absolutely nothing as well. By the way, just want to quickly give you an update on the BBC F1 situation. Harry Benjamin back in the commentary box this weekend as well. So it looks like he's a permanent position. And I have heard two people who could be filling in when Harry is busy. One being Ben Edwards, but he is doing Formula E. So I think that's the second half of the season. The other, for the direct clashes, where Harry's busy with Formula 3 and Ben's busy with Formula 1, is James Allen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Watching Big Bias then to the British drivers.
Oh dear, it's Clarkson.
Yeah.
What
just an
is
update.
happening here?
Well, the update is, if you remember, at the Monaco Grand Prix, Jeremy Clarkson put a tweet out saying, "Come on, Alpine, if you do this, I'll buy everyone a beer." And true to his word, he took his beers, the Hawkston Lager, to the Alpine factory in Edstone and gave everybody...
there's another one.
There's a groundhog. Gave everybody a free beer.
Williams is having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I've just shared the tweet to Josh.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
3-5.
They started it with a current status counting groundhogs, and then they quote tweeted 355, 356, 357.
Here's Esteban Ocon then, talking with Ted.
Just awesome, really. I jumped in the tractor with him, got into the factory.
Jeremy?
It was also the first time we bring the trophy to the factory, and it was a special moment, and everyone enjoyed it, and it was a great reward for every single member.
That was about Monaco, wasn't it?
Yes, and the Jeremy Clarkson coming into it as well. Just saying, you have to feel bad for Gasly's team. It took the track officials about 35 minutes to figure out how that car get back around the leg. Yeah, it's put on the track as well, coming onto it. But yes, there's Jean Alesi, won his only Formula 1 Grand Prix here in Canada for Ferrari back in 1995, and picked up broke down on the lap and got taken back to the pit lane by Michael Schumacher. Sat on top of the airbox and gave a wave. Very nicely done. And the FIA is looking at The FIA is looking into an option to extend free practice 2, as they can't extend this session due to the need to have 2.5 hours between the sessions. So practice 2 could be a double bill. Okay, fab. Well,
could be a 2-hour practice. Could be like a 1 hour, 45-minute practice session.
Fantastic. That should be fun in wet conditions. Yes, but there is a brand new episode. I love that hat, sir. I love that. Hello, camera,
guys. There. Hello, camera, guys. There.
Yes. Hello, sir. Very nicely done there. What a hat.
Pirelli Motorsport have got involved in the Williams tweet. We preferred to count tyres, but each to their own. And then Alfa Romeo have replied with, "How many are you up to?"
It's going to be, if it was going to be extended, it was only going to be extended by another 30 minutes. So it'll be an hour and 30-minute session.
Well, we'll take that as pretty much normal after extend the graphics.
That's better than just an hour, preferably,
And Jess comes chat.
Just quickly on this matter as well. I'll have to look at this.
Love it.
Yeah, just quickly on this one. There is a brand new episode of the Grand Tour that got released today. I haven't seen it yet. I think me and Megan are watching it after practice today. It is the Grand Tour Euro Crash. So I don't know if I think me and Megan are watching. I don't know how long it is. I think it's 90 minutes. I think we're watching it after this session, which is now
after FP1.
Yeah, no, after practice 2, because we've got work to do between the sessions now, haven't we? Actually, no, because all I have to do is send you the JSON file.
You've got to sort out my stuff for Sunday.
That is true. Although I could just do it tomorrow morning after you're ready, because the timing towel will stay where it is.
Yeah, you could just go. Well, we'll discuss it after this. Yeah.
Because I've still got to set Megan's up actually as well with their basic timing screen for the.
I've got to do notes for the comms I'm doing all weekend, so I've got quite a lot to do.
1 hour 46 minutes.
Yeah, because tomorrow there's only like MotoGP on, so.
And quali for both F1 and IndyCar, but I can't do quali for IndyCar because again it clashes.
Yeah. Not actually. I think. Yeah. That's right. You've got your own series on. Yeah.
I've got creative series. I'm filling in for one of the commentators.
You with Georgie as well, George Morgan?
No. George is doing Euro Formula and GT Open at Hungary this weekend.
Oh, is it? Oh, he's in Hungary again. Oh dear, I did warn him last year.
Yeah,
as well.
and then the co-commentator is busy, so basically we've got 2 commentators that are reserve.
I look forward to that. What I was going to say was I did warn George last year about the filthy glasses in the commentary box, because they have the windows have not been washed since 1986. They've never been washed.
I got a message, a tweet. Delayed to continue as CCTV not synced correctly. Until fixed cars can't run, it's a local system, but FIA says the clock will continue to tick down with no chance of extending. There must be 2.5 hours between FP1 and FP2. There is scope to extend FP2.
Right. Well, this is going to be fun at the moment, isn't it? What did you want to say, Josh, while I throw it to you?
I think I've got everything.
Oh, okay. Just double checking.
And then someone saying on Twitter, F1 currently scrambling to find the FP1 graphic as it stands.
They've had time. I think, let's just double check actually with our session results. Is ours working? Yeah, look. Ours is working. Our results graphics. That's how things currently stand in the session. I got it all working.
Stroll, Alonso. Hold on. Oh, it's not letting me get the thingy. Bottas, Stroll, Alonso, Perez, Verstappen, Piastri, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Joe, Sainz, Leclerc, De Vries, Tsunoda, Norris, Gasly, Albon, Sargent, Ocon, Hamilton, Russell.
Yeah, that's the order at the moment. With this.
And there's about 6 drivers that have not set times. Everyone else did set times.
Right, let's go down to Ted Kravitz then. He's got the Williams update.
There's a new rear suspension, same. It's better treating the air to the back and the top of the diffuser. Now around the halo fairing, which you can just about see here on Alex Albon's car, which I'll explain why I'm looking at Albon's car at the end of this little update. There are lots of little flicks and flacks there and upgrades to the halo fairing itself. There's something in the crowd. Do we have any news, Crofty? No, or are they just doing a Mexican wave?
I think they're just doing a wave.
So there's a change to the mirrors and the winglets around the mirrors.
George Russell's doing a wave.
Oh, that's right. The side pod is new and the floor is new as well. So it's not a massive departure from the concept that Williams has been going down. The floor is a bit more Red Bullish, if I'm honest, but it's not a huge departure. It still looks like the Williams that we've seen over the balance of the season so far. And to go back as to why we're looking at it on Alex Albon's car, if we go over to Logan Sargent's car, it's not on his car. So I think Williams thought, look, it's better to bring the upgrades and get them assessed. And on one car, yes, being such a huge upgrade, I'm going to put that at least 4/10, 5/10 of a second, half a second. You don't bring that amount of stuff and not expect to see a big move forward in terms of pace. And unfortunately for Logan, it's not on his car yet. Hopefully it will be at the next Grand Prix in Zandvoort.
Alex believes that you'll put Williams back with the midfield pack and maybe fighting for points. That's what he said yesterday.
Put him, not Logan.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, not Logan Sargent.
At this race anyway.
Let me just statement from the FIA, if I can. We have just under 15 minutes to go of this session that isn't really a session at the moment. The delay will be longer, they say, as the CCTV is not synced correctly.
Oh, yeah, Jess
and
said
until the
that.
issue has been fixed, the cars can't run on the track. The system is a local installation, and the organisers, the promoters of the race, are continuing to work to resolve the problem. So the clock will continue to run down on FP1, and the session won't be extended, as there must be 2.5 hours between FP1 and FP2.
That's the rule between it. So we've got to wait around 2.5 hours. Quick setup time. Well, we could watch it. I could do both, actually. So, yeah, I just had a heart attack, though, because I went back in the house to say, look, this has been delayed. We might have an extension to practice 2 while Ted was doing his thing with the Williams. Opened the door, had to slam the back door closed because a bleeding pigeon flew up and nearly entered the house. We've never had this in over 20 years living at this house. In the past 3 months, we've had pigeons landing in our carport, and it's eating the cement on our bricks. So we're going to have the whole thing possibly repaved. And when they fly away as well, they just poo. Oh, it's really annoying.
Oh my God, I'm loving the Alfa Romeo Williams banter on Twitter at the moment. It's so funny. They should win the social media championship from P1, Matt and Tommy.
Yeah, because
I
forgot they've changed, haven't they, now? I was about to say WTF1. Can I just point out, since Matt and Tommy went solo, it's back to being more the classical WTF1 content we saw before.
It's so much better with them having their own channel.
Yeah, no idea what WTF1 is. Well, to be fair, WTF1 got right on the rebrand, didn't they? 3 of their presenters quit, 1 got fired, and it was just like, with us scrambling around. I think it's like Top Gear. It's exactly like Top Gear when they lost Clarkson, Hammond and May and brought Chris Evans in. Nobody wanted to see Chris Evans. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit like.
This is boring.
There's a golf club somewhere around here. I think I might play golf instead. This is an umbrella. But this is where the pit reporters come in handy. Wow! I've never seen one of those in the pit lane before.
It's Danny Rick.
There's Danny Rick. Hello. Oh, hang on. That means Perez can have a rubbish weekend then. Hi, Danny Rick. Massive cheer.
Oh, look at the crowd are cheering. Yay!
Surely Red Bull are going to have him back in.
There's going to be memes.
Yeah.
Christian Horner.
Red Bull is going to be foolish if they... Yeah. That was Vitaly Petrov alongside as well.
Wow, when was he last in the F1 paddock? Ages ago?
Yeah, and that's Vitaly Petrov with a Red Bull livery. I thought he was a Ferrari driver. I know he's SMP, isn't he, in Russia? As well as...
No.
Either...
Oh, we got a picture of a roller coaster.
And it's lights out, and away we go, and uphill, in towards the drop as well. Arms up. It's a considerable drop as we hit the accelerator. And yeah, very good.
It's still continuing with Alfa Romeo.
FP2. FP2 will now start at 4:30 local time and will run for 90 minutes.
So wait. Let me check the timings to see how that reflects ours, because I did post the timings earlier on.
That's half an hour later.
Yeah, it was. I think it was meant to start at 10.
What? So no, Lewis, get off! What are you doing? Lewis, what are you doing? No! Oh,
you're not allowed to do that.
Oh, Lewis, you absolute fool! You are not allowed to enter the circuit, even during a red flag period. You are not allowed to go onto a live circuit. What are you doing? Even under the red flag, you're not allowed to go onto the track under any circumstance.
Yeah, so it starts. So FP2 starts at 9:30 instead of 10 o'clock.
Oh, so it's half an hour earlier.
Yes.
Right.
I think, yeah, because it said it starts at
5, yeah.
16.
Yes, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Jess, if you could please adjust the Practice 2 live stream for the...
I will.
Thank you.
I will do that.
Actually,
you
leave it, because I just realised it's going to have the same signaling in it from my key. I'll do it after the session. Well, because otherwise,
and you'll need to post the schedule for this weekend anyway, don't you?
Yes.
Don't you anyway?
Yes. Right. Let's go on a sack round with Ted.
Good to see a new winner there after many years. So yeah, it was exciting, but now all the attention's on Montreal.
Good. What is the temperature at McLaren? What's the feeling from Spain, which was great in qualifying, but then
the session will not be resumed.
Did you blame Lando for that lap 1 incident?
I think any time on a lap 1, it's a bit tricky. The guys in front of them checked up a little bit, and you know, the cars are pretty fragile if you're touching the wrong spot. So that was unfortunate. Saturday was strong. Good to see the cars got some pace in it. Oscar was on a good run as well. Sunday, of course, was disappointing. We understand why, the strengths and weaknesses of our car, and hopefully we'll just continue to move forward. But it's never quite a linear, straight line to pure performance.
Did you or your engineers allow yourself a what if? A what if that hadn't happened and Lando had carried on P3, where you might have finished?
Yeah, I think you're always what ifing in this sport. So yeah, I don't think Sunday was truly representative because Lando did have his issue, and you know, I don't think we were up to finish third where we started. But let's see what happens this weekend once we hopefully get out.
Well, it looks like it's not going to be now, because I don't know what you're saying, you're hearing, and Andrea, that's it. They're not restarting it.
Yeah, you know, an issue, a technical issue. There was an issue this morning. They're talking about extending free practice 2 by 30 minutes. I don't know that decision's final. Hopefully it won't be wet because we're trying some stuff on the car. And
it is final.
Here, so
FIA just posted
so you pressed
it.
for that as a team for them to put another 30 minutes on FP.
Yeah, I think we'd certainly like it, and I think we owe it to the fans, right? We got hundreds of thousands of people out here want to see some race cars on the track, so let's put some race cars out.
Okay, great stuff. Zach, listen, you probably have to go to your engineering meetings to learn what you can from the early running, but thank you very much for getting off the pit wall and having a word with us. Yeah, I'm seeing all around here, Crofty, now. The driver's been given that information, if you didn't have it already, while we were talking to Zach Brown, out of the cars, and I think that most of the work will be going on Pierre Gasly's car, but they've had plenty of time to fix that. I'd be interested if Lewis Hamilton, you are allowed to go onto the track under a red flag, aren't you, I suppose? I'm sure he would have checked with his team manager. But if you weren't, and they had to rely on the CCTV cameras for any punishment, he could say, what CCTV cameras? I wasn't on the track. They say, yeah, you were.
Yeah,
we had
he
you
probably did
on
that
there,
to those CCTV.
we had you on the TV feed, yeah, but that's not the official
cameras
FIA cameras, which weren't synced up,
true.
were they? They weren't synced up, so you can't get me on that one. I like that. That's a good get out.
I honestly think
tops
that
FP1,
he might be safe from that
go.
one due to grounds of it would be the most stupid penalty ever handed out. Ted, thanks ever so much.
Cheers, Ted. Yeah, but it's a penalty.
It's the law.
Yeah, it's the letter of the law. So the session will not be resumed, and the checkered flag comes out on a session that technically never got going. We had about 5 minutes of running, and
that was it.
This reminds me of
the JB Motorsports podcast.
This reminds me of the Nürburgring, where practice 1 was ruled out because of the rain, and we had no running at all. Then practice 2 was exactly the same.
And was one Indy car race, like the testing, it got postponed or cancelled or whatever?
It rained off, didn't it? Yeah. Day 1 of Indy 500 practice got rained off.
Ah, right, yeah. Or was it no, it was day 2. I swear it was day. Anyway.
Day 1.
Day 1, yeah.
All right.
The last day, it was day 2 of the open test that got called off. That was the other one.
Well, I guess I'll be in the pit lane for this evening instead of me doing some F1 stuff, F1 23 stuff. I'll be in the pit lane instead.
All right, fun on me. Yeah, come and have some more conversations. Right, free practice 2 will start at 16:30 local time. The session will be 90 minutes, so that has now been made official. Hello, what's that from the FIA? I've never seen that one before. Look at that. There's a Pirelli safer barrier at the exit of the pit lane. At the outside to block it off, so the run down towards turn 1 has now got a new Pirelli pit wall alongside it. That's new for this year.
Well, they haven't got it on the F1 game.
Yeah, usually it's more of an open run, and I quite like that because it gave people an idea as to if they had an accident they could just cut off the circuit. Now that could be a problem. Don't like that as well. Lewis isn't under investigation as far as I can tell for anything, so yeah, he might get away with it, as Ted says. So the clock stopped. We've got another 5 minutes to fill, though, to fill our contract time, unless FOM go off here early. That's our procedural things. The session will not be resumed. The clock has actually stopped with 9:24, but according to my knowledge, we've got 5 minutes to go. The fans are all watching in, and I feel sorry for them because it is packed here, and we haven't had a practice one at all. We had, 4 minutes of running? That was it. I'm actually being informed the red flag was not for Pierre Gasly.
Oh, so the red flag was due to...
Yeah.
Oh dear, look at that hat.
DRS. That's a
God.
Canadian. That's like we see in Japan.
Because I think that crash would have been, I think, a VSC. Because it was off the circuit. It would have been a VSC.
Yeah, I'm convinced about that. So I think that's why the red flag came out, was because... yeah, it is. I've just had it in my ears. The red flag was caused by the systems going down, not Gasly's accident. They were going to have a VSC for that. There's Laurent Mekies as well, the chief strategist at Ferrari. No brains he has, of course, with the strategy decisions.
Very true.
Yeah. And he's going to be team principal AlphaTauri, so sorry, AlphaTauri. Yeah, could have been good. McLaren watching in there as we come out, and that's it. Session's gone early. Wonderful circuit, that. Love it. But the rain's coming in as well, and they've called it off. Okay, so Jess, the rain's coming in now, isn't it? And that's a worry. Oh, hello. It's not changed for Josh yet. The weather's coming in. It could be that practice number 2 is rained off as well, which has been extended, or we could have another problem with this. So we could be here again and have no rain on a Friday, going into a completely wet Saturday and Sunday. This could be a great weekend for unpredictability.
I think we had it in Hungary, I think, at one point as well, one year, where there was many practice sessions going on. And
yeah.
I think in Malaysia as well, people were some people were playing on their PlayStation, which was quite funny. So we might see that. You never know.
What we missed an opportunity now. Jess, you could have shared your screen and played some F1. Or...
Wow, if there's a red flag later, I've got an idea.
We could have had you both share your screens, and you and Omi race together in a local player. Didn't think of that. Like, yeah, because, I didn't think of that, because then we could have commentated something. Oh, well.
Never mind. That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. Always think of good ideas after the broadcast. Okay. Right, let's go through the results.
It's sweating in my room, so...
Yeah, right. We'll sign off quick.
I don't mind doing it without an FP2 if Jess is playing.
That's true.
Should we have a race in a minute, Omi?
By the way, just so you know, I'm using full traction. So.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. You can use whatever assist you want.
The results don't count, but it's nice to say them anyway. It's Valtteri Bottas fastest on 1:18.728. Stroll is second, from Alonso third, Perez fourth, Verstappen fifth, Piastri sixth, Magnussen 7th, Hülkenberg 8th, Zhou 9th, Sainz 10th, Leclerc 11th, De Vries in 12th. The last of the lap timers done with actual 107% laps. Then it was Tsunoda, followed by Norris, and then lap times weren't completed by anybody. Sector times were for Gasly, Albon, Sargent at a 1:49.568. Then it was never leaving the pit lane, Ocon, Hamilton and Russell. So, what a miserable end to the session, and a bit of a waste of time for practice 1 for my favourite race on the calendar. So hope it'll be quicker later. Jess, your thoughts on practice?
Groundhogs.
That is a good
That's
one.
that groundhogs and Williams being good on social media. That's my take in practice. Jossie?
405, 406, 407. Oh my goodness. Williams on Twitter. One of the Williams engineers is playing noughts and crosses with Logan Sargent in the car.
Oh, I've just seen that!
That'll be quite funny, actually. It's quite good. Omi, what have you made for it then as well? How's the F1 game?
He was playing F1.
Yeah, he's done more track.
He's playing F1.
Yeah, more track action than us. Go on.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say except I've enjoyed playing the game a bit more, I guess.
23 seconds to fill before we have to go off air. So yeah, okay, an update for you. We'll be on air at 9:15 for practice number 2 now, with the session going away at 9:30 p.m. British Summer Time as well. Bottas tops the session for the first time since 2021. Not bad at all. Checkered flag is now out. The clock is at 0. We've done our contract time. Thanks to Jess, thanks to Josh, thanks to Omi as well. That's it, I'm afraid. A bit of a lacklustre first practice with the CCTV systems going down. At least for Gasly, who stopped on the track, he hasn't lost anything at all. We'll see you in around about 2 hours' time for all of the action. Bye-bye.